All right, hello and welcome. We are back for another cozy game of Terraforming Mars Solo Challenge. As always, looking to break all the records. Let's see what we have here. Point Luna obviously scales with getting Earth tags. We don't only have the Point Luna Earth tag, we also have a Business Empire Earth tag, which is a really strong one. Obviously, 6 income in a long game like Solo. Tons of potential, so already loving that. Ecology Expert makes it so we can play a card out of turn, so like maybe if we see trees or something, that would make sense. Here I'm seeing already Topsoil Contract and Cartel, a multiplier on income for Earth tags, along with another Earth tag. That's already 4 income. Then Strip Mine. Oh, that's a lot of value. We could also play something like Livestock. I wouldn't. But Livestock, for instance, is something you can play out of turn with Ecology Experts. Taking the donation is pretty weak because it's just $21. But if that $21 turns into a Vesta Shipyard, for instance, boom, you're back, right? You're getting $3 per turn worth of titanium, and you're making a little profit on it. So I would look at it like that. Don't get me wrong, there are preludes out there that are, get 4 titanium and a titanium production, so that would be better. But like, hey, look, we got methane from Titan, strip mine. If I can find some energy, we're so in. We've got some earth tag synergy, some microbe synergy. What's not to love? Plus, we're gonna get card draw. I might take the Omnicourt. We might get a Venus tag that is easier to play, but certainly all this interstellar colony ship I would love to get on generation like 8 or 9. Like, I would buy it. Not in generation 1. That's just going to slow us down too much. So we lose $6 here and we get an extra card, but then $21 means that we still get a first generation. We ended up getting asteroid mining. Very interesting. I do have enough to play it. So the real question here is whether $6 worth of titanium production is worth more than playing Topsoil Contract and Cartel for $4 per turn, and probably having enough left over for Vesta. I'm actually going to play Asteroid Mining first. It's very expensive. It's bad for tempo. But the reason I'm doing it is because there's always a potential we get more Earth tags offered to us next turn. And all of this titanium can very quickly be thrown at Vesta Shipyard next turn. And then after that, we'll be getting 4 titanium per turn. I'm already thinking about methane from Titan. I might be trying to push the oxygen with the government, just because I'm not sure if we're going to get offered energy cards. So let's go bold. And this could be one of those games where, like, if I get offered Oxgang cards, using energy to push the oxygen, which typically leads to less points at the end of the game because you don't get as many greeneries, I might be tempted to do so and then pursue a Jovian strategy. I could see that totally working out for us. Decomposers, sick, amazing card for us, specifically because Topsoil Contract means every time we get a microbe, we get $1. So any card that can accumulate microbes, sick. And anytime we play a green tag, right, animals, plants, or microbes, we'll be getting that extra $1 redo. Equatorial Magnetizer, I'm interested in because it would help us get to 63 TR. It would slow us down too much right now. We're not going to do that. And then Biomass Combustors, 6% oxygen, way too far away. Like, the -1 point, I don't mind for 2 energy production, but the 6% oxygen requirement is just too much. Dust Seals is also points, but let's just not and say we did. So here, I'm going to play the Topsoil Contract first. That's going to give us a card draw. The big question now is, do we want $4 of production or $3 of titanium? Obviously, the $4 is more money and it's more flexible. But, this is the big but, Cartel could be made stronger if I get one more Earth tag offered to me next turn. So once again, I'm going to hold off, I think, on playing it. I didn't realize. I thought I was going to be $2 short on playing it, and I didn't want to sell. If I can play it this turn, we should. Nitrogen-rich asteroid. Now, that's if I can get a bunch of plant tags, which right now we have no way of getting them. But 4 plant production on a very expensive space tag, but where we have 4 titanium production already. If we can hit that strip mine, we'll have 5. I don't know, man. We're in like Flynn. Let's go ahead and push that second oxygen bump just to open up that Jovian card for us. Energy and heat. Magnetic shield, I actually don't want that badly, but 4 TR helps us so badly at getting the 63 TR that we want to consider this game a win. So we're just going to do that and not worry about it. And then, yeah, it's time to push some big Jovians here. 2 plant production, 2 heat production does a lot for us. Next turn, if I can convert my 10 money production for titanium into a beam from a thorium, that's like a bunch more heat, a bunch more energy. That pivots into something like strip mine, and like we are so off to the races. And we didn't get offered more Earth tags, so I'm not feeling bad about having played Cartel as early as we did. Meat, Industry, and Mohole Lake. 2 huge ones. Mohole Lake is great because you're obviously terraforming heat and oceans, but that 1 micro per turn or 1 animal per turn is flexible. I get $1 back if I play microbes. I get $2 back with meat industry if I play an animal. So it's good early and it's better later. Heather is also interesting, but we're too far away in terms of heat to be thinking about -14. I have a lot of cards that I'd like to be playing, and specifically right now in this moment, I have just enough to get that beam from thorium. So that lets us sit back and think, how are we doing in terms of the full terraform? We are still at 14 TR. That is crazy. We haven't gotten a single TR since the game has started, but we have 10 money production and another $12 worth of titanium production. So like that's 22 already. That puts us in a good spot. We usually want 5 or 6 energy and heat combined. We're at 8, so we're doing well there, but we have some catching up to do. But we still have these heat available to us on the track, so something to be said there. But then we also have the 2 plant production, so I think that we're looking pretty good. We're low on like blue effects, right? Obviously, we have the Point Ludo effect and the topsoil, soon to be meat industry, but we really would like some more goings on here. So I'm not sure exactly what we want to be chasing. There's a few things that are coming up soon for us, like going after strip mine, potentially next turn. That strip mine opens up decomposers, which gives us the money for microbes. Big asteroid would really push us up the heat production track here, so like that's something that we want to consider. So we have a lot of upside. And then when it comes to 63 TR, I mean, look, we have 2 on Omnicord, 4 on Magnetic Shield, and if I come over here, 2 more on Nitrogen-Rich Asteroid. 8 extra TR, I think alone is enough. That if we do all the terraforming, plus getting all the free bumps, including this bonus TR, we are in, like, Flynn. So let's go ahead and pass. I think that our audit means that we're in a pretty good spot. Unfortunately, we're on some really weak breakpoints right now. Right, 7 heat and 7 plants is kind of nasty. Venus Magnetizer means that we can push Venus super crazy. Olympus Conference, it's an Earth tag, Science Synergy, we love that. The fact that I have meat industry means that small animals is really playable. And listen to this, I really don't want to do it, but Adapted Lichen is a plant tag towards nitrogen rich. So if I buy all this, I can't do anything, basically, right? Like, nothing is happening this gen. But I think that's okay. We needed our titanium to build up anyway. That's not just cope. That is serious. Where am I going to want to put my greenery? That's the big question I have. Because I could pull in an ocean right now. I'm really tempted to just take in the Venus to get closer to Venus Magnetizer. But if I'm going to be getting a greenery, right, I think that we want to try and start some sort of ocean walk, right? So perhaps I bury myself in this corner for now. Science, heat production, I mean, all of this is good. Even the steel here. Noctis City is extra good this game. I cannot buy this many cards. Like, this is insane. I'm hurting myself very badly by doing this. But, like, the fact that I can do all that and still get strip mine just means it had to be done, right? There's just no way I'm leaving that on the table. We actually have enough somehow. 8 titanium does so much for us. That's another heat production. And then with the 4 titanium back, I may as well take this energy. Is there a reason to hold back on playing the science tag? There is. Olympus Conference is half a card draw. So we'll have a lot of titanium next generation, and that's okay. I don't think I have another greenery yet, so let's go ahead and take a Venus bump and start getting some help there. We get dollars every time we play micro tags, right? So you're damn right if you think I want to be playing, again, all of this. Actually all of this. If I'm going to lose, it's because I'm grabbing too many things. And that's okay, as far as I'm concerned, because these are so good. Holy. Self-replicating robots specifically, I have nitrogen-rich asteroid in mind for that. So, how do I do this? A, decomposers. Gets us $1 back. B, extreme cold fungus? Gets us $2 back. Then this is $2, even though it's only 1/3 points. Next turn, GHG producing bacteria is going to be super playable. I don't have enough for you, but that's okay. I mean, I really had this one in mind, but because 32 is how it maxes out, and right now I don't have any plant tags played, but I have so much titanium that maybe I need to rethink that, because what else am I going to be doing? Small animals is also high on the list here, but I need so much Venus help that I just need to let our plants speak for themselves here. I'll take perhaps another ocean, just in case I get an ocean card. I really would like to put it there. Yes. This is kind of weak, but it is a tag that I want. The Great Dam is similar. It's something I want, but can't really go after. Venus Soils is just nice because it's $2 back, which isn't that good, but it's something I'm interested in. It's also $3 back. It's also the Venus tag that I need to play some stuff. I might take it. I don't think it's a smart play, but here we are. Let's start playing some of our... Well, actually, no. I should play Molehole first. Even though I want to go Olympus Conference, GHG producing bacteria, if I play the Molehole first, I can put it here for a lot of money back and then put that greenery down. So small animals works with meat industry. It's just a little hard to play it all when I have all this titanium that I'm not able to use very well. What is this giving me? Heat bumps? I really want this synergy, but like, it feels silly not to just do it, you know? Just come here, GHG producing, spend it if you got it, throw another one down. I might just keep putting it on you for now. And then without meat industry, there's no need to rush it. So can we get something better to do with our titanium? Not really. We could get some more plants and stuff, but no, I think we, like 15 titanium we just bring to the next gen, right? Like, it kind of sucks, but when you've got this much, and now the self-replicating robots was hands down a terrible decision. I just have not been able to make that happen. Do I need nuclear power? I do. Nuclear power. So let's get a heat bump there, heat bump here. I want these. Again, the animal could be worth $2 every turn. So So that's a card draw for the Earth tag. I'm missing so much like Venus infrastructure. That's what makes me nervous here, but sure. Meat industry and small animals. Let's keep our points on track here. Again, this is giving us $4 per turn now. I mean, Comet is a must play, and that allows me to get the next greenery, which puts us almost at the next bump there, which is nice. Self-replicating robot, $7. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna want to play it on you. Like, I need you. I need you now, quite frankly. Just like the song says, you know? Like, I think that just playing this is the best option, even though I wanted other things. Like, you just gotta push. Same thing here. Venus soils. Get a couple bucks back. Mining quota. Keep the steel coming in. And finally, a windmill. We are really sadly putting ourselves in a really strange spot where the card is here, the hit bump is there, and like everything is set up in weird ways, but that's okay. The only thing we can have the government do that doesn't hurt us is the ocean, and that'll set up a better adjacency here anyway. Okay, another ocean is nice. Ecological zone. This gives us animals on every one of these plant and animal tags. That's insane for us. We have so much titanium coming in. Immigration shuttles might be worth playing, and local heat trapping might be worth playing as well. What do we play first? I'm gonna play the ecological zone first. It might seem weird, but I'm a believer. And then this gives us the heat bump, ocean, this. I mean, all that works out pretty well. We certainly do have extra heat, right? That's not a question. So I don't know what to do with it. I mean, obviously I can use it. I don't have a way of like spending it other than things like local heat trapping. Cupola City for points seems really good. The problem is I need so much Venus. Like, I need an absurd amount of Venus. So even though Cupola City is like literally 9%, 9%, like play it and be happy, like I just can't, you know? I just can't do it. Can't be done. No. Well, small animal, molehole. On a small animal, that's fine. That gives us a couple bucks. Extreme cold gets us some more microbes. I mean, I don't need that much heat. So we'll just take the decomposers. And then that can power itself up one more time. But again, I don't think it's that important. Look, I'll do one more bump here, and now we're just done. Like, I just need Venus, you know? Like, I need to go air scraping. Right, this is $7. Power grid, don't need it, but sure. Air scraping, and then the real question is... Like, look, give me another card. What do we got? Is I have to sell some cards. I mean, look, we just got Open City, though. I just barely saw it out of the corner of my eye. So, like, that's going to be sick. Adaptolycan, it's too late. Ants, like, this would be great. And I could put microbes on it, but, like, I just can't go after that right now. I was way too ambitious with A, self-replicating robots, and B, immigration shuttles. I should have just trusted that I would get space tags. In fact, I had magnetic shield and a few other ones had come through. So, like, what are we doing, right? So sell all these, that gets us magnetic, and this gives us a Venus bump this gen, on the 11th gen, and the 12th gen. So for $7, that's 3 Venus bumps. very, very critical for us to get those. Let's get another Venus bump, but really, we also need quite a few oxygens to clean out the game. Lake Marineris ends the ocean requirements for us, which we're a fan of. We don't need any of this other stuff. Dirigibles, as cool as they are, we just don't need them. Oh, Venus resources could have been something, but it wasn't. Keep grabbing oxygen. Lake Marineris. Look, I guess we'll take the 2 plants in the card. It's fine. It's totally fine. Predators are 1-point animals, so I'd love to go local heat trapping on it. Doesn't have to go that way. It would just kind of be nice. This Noctis City does give me 2 plants, so I can keep playing that. So yeah, give me Predators. I know that's like greedy, but Predators allows us to steal an animal away, and then Molehole Lake gives us another 1-point animal, and then local heat trapping gives us 2 more 1-point animals, and all of a sudden, like, points on cards are adding up, and you might not believe this, we're also getting money, right, for playing all those animals and whatnot. So that seems worthwhile. We have the oxygen very close. We've got energy and stuff in hand. I do need a little bit more power to make sure I can click this button. Then I need another Venus bump. And I could sell some cards, but let's go ahead and go into the last gen here, knowing that we just have a little bit more to go. I don't have some easy oxygen, so because oxygen is expensive, I'm going to do a bump there. Okay, so cheap. That's cheap, and this would also be cheap, but I'm not going to go for it. Hydrogen to Venus. I don't think I have any other card draw. So small animals is now at its break point. Predators are predating. Venus bump. I mean, these are all cool. I've got a lot of titanium. Oh, I could have taken... There was a Venus infrastructure that was 1 titanium gives you 2 floaters, and 2 floaters gives you a Venus bump. I literally just missed the fact that I actually do, for once, have Jovian tags. So I could have done that, for sure. But instead I didn't. So yeah, this is tricky, right? 1. Is there a 2-plant spot left on the board? Because I don't see it. That's really nasty. Oh. Oh no. If there was a 2-plant spot on the board, I could put a greenery down, and that would give us the second greenery, and then we'd have enough money to at least buy the Venus bumps. Right now, it is not looking that way for us. Open City certainly gives us the plants for one of those greeneries. So, like, fine, especially because I have the steel on hand. But, like, you know, that doesn't feel that great because I still have to buy greenery. For the sake of argument, though, let's just do that. So, yeah, so Venus, right? Like, had I bought that card for Venus, I probably would have $10 less and 1 more Venus bump. And then I would have had enough to actually close the gap here. And actually land exactly on 53 TR, apparently, which is just 63 TR, rather. Like, which is just insult to injury. Holy, that's annoying. Apparently I don't have enough power for Gyropolis, which makes sense. Gyropolis would be worth, what, just 2 points? 2 points and some money back. So yeah, I mean, look, I can buy a single Venus bump, or I can get 2 TR. So I guess I'll just take the 2 TR, right? There's no, let's just double check, right? Like, I don't have any, I can get $1 for a microbe here. And I can get $3 there. So, like, if I had standard technology, I could do it. But I just was a little too greedy on a couple cards. Remember, if you buy a card, don't end up using it and selling the card. A, it hurts you for $2 because you bought it for 3 and sold it for 1. But more importantly, it slows your tempo. You're not able to buy a card one turn earlier, so you would have had one more titanium, and that one more titanium may have helped you buy another card earlier, or what have you. But yeah, all that said, I mean, we killed the TR game, but we did not kill the terraform, which is just sad. We didn't even overdo the heat that bad. I mean, minus the fact that I had an extra heat bump in microbes. Yeah, that's just a painful finale here. Because I know I have the points, so it's 2 out of 3, right? We got the 63 TR and we got the points for over 100, but not getting the 63. Honestly, it was such a promising run with Point Luna and as many Earth tags as we had early, right? Like 4 of them. And then some big kickers on Jovians and Titanium. What hurt us is that in the middle of that game, we needed a lot of steel for things like strip mine and whatnot. And all we had was titanium. And through the mid game, it kind of stacked up where we had 10, 15 titanium. And we're just looking for things to spend it on. That's a lot of money locked into metals that just didn't pay out. But at the same time, we actually ran out of titanium at the end and through the mid game. Like after that, right? And even early on, we were spending titanium every round. So something as simple as like, you know, advanced alloys, $1 extra per metal, you know, and I'm producing 9 metals per turn. Like that's 9 income, let alone the metals you get back with like asteroid, big asteroid, steel and titanium you get from board placements, oceans, what have you. Like, yeah, there's just so much value out there that we didn't get. We got pretty good with the oceans, like a late game Lake Marineris and stuff. But, I mean, what killed us is the fact that I had to buy 7 Venus bumps manually, if not more. And I lost because I couldn't buy 9. You know what I mean? Like, how many Venus standard bumps can you go for? I say it almost every time in the Gen 4 audit. What do we have for Venus infrastructure? Not much, right? Like unless you have a rotator, impactor, like asteroid resource card or floaters, and then there's 1 microbe card. If we had gotten the Venus microbe terraforming instead of the heat bump one, or if we would have got the money microbes, $3 microbes, where we were getting tons of microbes coming in, $1 for every microbe coming in, and then $3 for every microbe coming out. Like, we could have gone to town, but it just wasn't in the cards. It happens. No Venus bumps. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.